Our Person of the Week leads a group of women who have given tens of thousands of hugs over the years. They come in the form of blankets made by hand, and the children who receive them are getting them at times in their young lives when they're needed the most.
This unexpected gift was so appreciated. I am looking forward to bundling my little boy in it. I plan to put it on the rocking chair to keep us both warm. Thank you.
In a buzz of activity, there's a gathering of givers. Once a month.
It takes a lot of work.
It needs to be logged in.
Not just at Christmas.
It takes a lot of effort to run Project Linus.
Project Linus,
Made with tender, loving care.
a nonprofit made of volunteers,
Absolutely unbelievable.
brings in blankets they've been making by hand.
Said if I'd have known you were going to be taking close-ups of my fingers, I'd have had a manicure today.
Green eggs and ham.
Blankets for children going through illness or trauma in their lives.
Kids in the hospital that are scared to death.
Creations to cover their bodies,
Feels like cotton candy, too.
but more importantly, to comfort their minds and hearts.
There are children in need all the time.
We have a lot of kids out there that need a hug, and our blankets provide that hug for those kids.
Give it to a crocheter.
And coordinating this creative effort in Western North Carolina,
I like to keep in touch with the blanket makers.
giving more than 13,000 hours of her time over the years,
Times minimum wage.
is Ellen Noble.
Ellen is just an amazing organizer, but she's also an inspiration.
It does involve a lot of time, but when you can come spend your first Wednesday of every month with this group of ladies, it's like a love fest.
For every blanket logged, labeled,
Gorgeous.
measured, and bagged, there is a child who will one day have it for their own. And sometimes
We got one that is green and blue with
these Linus ladies get letters from grateful parents.
says, "Dear Carol, we wanted to thank you for the beautiful quilt you made."
For this volunteer, none is more meaningful than the one received from a mother who would not live to see her little girl grow up.
She loves her special blanket.
The
and
mother's
we really
name was Shelby Wilkie.
The father was saying, "We miss you, we want you home."
Just wanted to come home.
And the next day we found out he had shot her. He had killed her, the mother. And I had received this from her. So that was really special. I keep it with me all the time.
In time, each blanket eventually ends up with its own story. But most of these women will never know them.
Christmas is really special for us.
What they do know is that with a warm blanket made with loving hands, life just got a little better for whoever gets it.
This must be Randy.
And with each one straight from the heart comes a poem for each child. It says in part,
And we bring handmade blankets to the boys and girls that are in the hospital. Can I leave you a blanket?
I hope it will keep you warm and befriend you at night. I hope you'll come to love it and be comforted by its sight. Let this blanket wrap you in friendship and cover you in love.
All right. We hope it makes you feel better.
Thank you.
Because this blanket was thinking of you long before it was even done.
We're very grateful for people thinking of us and being generous like this.
Now, to learn more or to join Project Linus here in Western North Carolina, go to our website, WLOS.com, and click on news links. And you don't even have to know how to sew to be a help.